Okay, it has been a very long time since I've done one of these. Probably going to start doing these a little bit more often. Right now, I'm just driving. I'm in northern Utah at the moment. I'm driving down to go pick up a friend. Frank, who I've actually done a couple videos with already on this channel. I got a lot I've got to still do. So, let me go ahead and update you guys, since it's been forever and a day since I've recorded a video. I've been very busy. Very, very busy. So my back is healed. I still got, I have lidocaine patches now. Doctor prescribes. They're slightly higher than your normal over-the-counter ones. I think they're like 7-something% lidocaine. I'm sure I've got, accidentally cover that up, sorry. I've got a loose patch somewhere around here. I attached my phone to my steering wheel. I'm not sure if I should have done that or not. Oh well. So I apologize for the jostling back and forth as I try to stay on the road and do turns and stuff. But I figured here I can randomly look at it while still being able to check all my mirrors and such. When I finally get on my truck, I'll have it set up differently. But yeah, so I guess that's news number one. I'm going to be moving to probably doing more of these type of videos. I'm going to be doing more stories and stuff, my stories, because I'm going to be truck driving. And one of the things I do while I'm driving is I talk. So I might as well talk to you guys, right? Ooh, that's not good. His trailer slid off of him. Yeah, no, I'm not. As you could probably tell by looking around, I'm not in a semi at the moment. I still am finishing up getting my CDL license. I love the mountains. I love the mountains out here a lot. It's gonna be fun driving. It's a perfect job for me, driving across the United States, especially now that my pills are in a much more stable part, and I'm no longer having as much pain because of my my knees and my lower back. I almost was rid of this, but I started getting it back when because I haven't been really, no, cord, stay in. I haven't been working out as much as I have used to after the surgery, and I need to get back into the habit of losing my extra flub again, especially since this is the place I gain it first, is right here, so I always look bigger than I really am. Because I'm not, I'm not too overweight. I am overweight. Starting to get into Logan now. So I'll go ahead, because I'm going to be needing to see around me a little more. I love the mountains. I love the Rockies. Ever since moving, like I've lived back east, I've lived farther west. I've loved out of all the places, I love the Sawtooth so far. I'm looking at Montana. I don't know. We'll find out where I end up moving to after I finish getting my job, and getting some money back under my belt. And then I, of course, want to pay back the debt to my parents, who ended up helping a lot in taking care of me when my health dissipated. So I've got the craft room back to working order again. So I'll be finishing up the Elvin Smithy here soon. I want to take some videos and pictures of the Blood Angel army I've been working on for the friend I'm picking up now. I've got a few, I got to pick up on the other videos I started. I want to finish the projects I've already got before I start any others anymore. So I'm not gonna, there's not gonna be any new projects. The only thing new that'll probably be popping up now and again is I'm going to start reading the stories I've been writing. Instead of just writing them and working on them, I'm actually going to start reading them to you guys. So you're going to get some of my original works. And mostly you'll be getting those while I'm driving and while I'm writing, because I can just tell the stories. Sorry about that, as I'm in the car. Because, you know, what else are you going to do while you're in a car? But talk. So there's that. Trying to remember what's changed since I've last been on. Yeah, the craft room's clean again. It was we had a long time. We had a couple of hides stretched in the craft room because of winter. We couldn't have them outside, so there was no room to work in there. Because we had 2 skins stretched out on posts inside of our craft room. I got my computer up and running, and I've been doing more playing than I should be doing. I'll admit that. I've got a bunch of recordings I need to edit, but I sit down and I'm like, hey, or what normally actually happens is less playing, but like I'll notice someone's on Discord, and I'll pop on Discord. I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I talk for hours and hours and hours at a time to people on Discord. That's the number one problem I've got. Sorry, I've been up. I woke up. I didn't really accidentally stay up. I couldn't go to sleep last night because I've been so used to staying up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Because and the main reason I've been staying up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning is because it's about so the people I talk to on Discord. I've got one friend in Indiana who works the night shift, midnight shift, graveyard shift, whatever, and so he's only really on really late at night. I've got another friend who works third shift or whatever. Anyways, again, really late at night. He's not even off work until my 10 o'clock, his 12 o'clock, and he also lives in Indiana. I believe it's Indiana. It's Indiana or Minnesota. Dang it. It's Midwest. It's around the Appalachians. Lives in they both live around the Appalachians. I got another friend who lives just south of me, so he's in the same time zone at least. And that's actually who I'm going down to his house to pick up the other friend, because you know that's how we work. And this is where you take that turn to go around the mountain to finally hit the other side of Idaho, Boise. Yeah, you have to go all the way down to Utah to get to the other side, to get to western Idaho from eastern Idaho. And everyone's like, why do you gotta drive so far just to get to the other side of the state? It's like, because there's a giant mountain in the way. You know? It's kind of hard to get to the other side of the state when you have a massive, almost impassable mountain range that they decided not even to try and cut a road through because it would be too hard to maintain and not enough money to make it worth it. So just go around the dang mountain. So it's an 8-hour trip to get from the east side of Idaho to the west side of Idaho, and I find that hilarious. And then I've got another friend who lives over in Sweden. He lives in northern Sweden. Roland, Dead Red Herring. Give his podcast to listen to. It's a really good podcast. Him and Magnus, although Magnus has another job now, so I don't get to talk to Magnus as much, which kind of sucks because I really like talking to Magnus. He's fun. But yeah, no, we got Roland and Magnus of the Dead Red Herring podcast. They're fun to talk to, fun to play with. We're going to be doing more Star Citizen videos with them soon. Them recording and me recording. All of us recording. And then I've got Gaz. I got Gaz from Scotland. Sorry. I got Gaz from Scotland. So again, although he's on much earlier, he's closer to my time. I think he works mornings or something. And so when he's on, it's more my time, and he goes to bed at a reasonable time. So if it was just him that I was talking to, I could go to bed at a reasonable time, because he goes to bed around 7 o'clock my time, p.m. So it's like by the time he's starting to get off, everyone else is getting on. And then I've got two Aussies. One is Fair Dinkum Dave. Go give his YouTube channel a look. I've got some of his videos and playlists that are my favorite of his videos. Him and I have been in a few together. We did the Tarkov together. Sadly, you're not going to get any more Tarkov videos. Not for a while anyways, until Tarkov fixes. Because him and I can't play together. And I don't want to play Tarkov by myself. It's no fun to play by yourself. At least in my opinion, it's no fun to play by myself. So you're not going to get any more Tarkov videos, sadly. Which sucks, because I actually really liked playing Tarkov. And the main reason is because, one, the developer of Tarkov, basically it's like, you know, Viva La Dirt League did a video where it's like playing Tarkov is like getting punched in the balls, which it is, but it's much more fun to get punched in the balls when you have friends with you. Then you're all getting punched in the balls, and so it's fun. Oh, that's some descriptors right there. But yeah, no, because to combat cheating from different servers, they decided to put a ping limit. So it's really hard to play with people outside of your country. And I play with Australians, so I can't play with them. The ping's too high. It's usually around 300 to 400, and I've learned how to play Tarkov with 300 to 400 ping. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. You just got to think more. But to combat cheating, they made it harder to play with people outside of your country, because the developer, he's an indie developer, so I'll give him that leeway. But until he fixes it, that it's easier to play with people outside of your country again, I have no reason to get back on Tarkov. So we won't really get any more Tarkov videos. I'm sorry for that. And then the other, although we might end up getting Killing Floor, and then we're going to be doing Star Citizen. So you'll be getting Star Citizen videos soon. I'm going to be uninstalling and reinstalling it to see if that'll fix my problem, because I've been having crashes lately. I was just waiting for the update to see if that would fix it, but I think I'm just going to do a hard reinstall, or whatever it's called. I'm going to uninstall it, clean it, and then reinstall it, put it back on, and see if that fixes the problem. And then you'll start getting Star Citizen videos from me with me and my friends. And then we got Isabel, who's also from Australia. You will get her when I start putting my D&D videos up. I got a bunch of D&D. We did it, sadly, with the My Sharona Cyrus, or whatever. Corvid. I'm not monetized anyways. Corvid 1984, kind of the Kung Flu. Call me cough, whatever you want to call it. With problems with that, and other people having to change their work schedules and things, it actually made it harder for us to get together and play. And the schedule change, poor Isabel, she works at a bar, and so she's had more and more hours propped on her, because we all know in Australia, the bar is an essential business. Because the only thing to do in that country is to get drunk. and pretend that you're in a different country. Oh gosh, I freaking love the Rockies. 63 from Salt Lake, okay. And it's the other side of Salt Lake I need to get to. I remember that much. Thank goodness for GPS. I mean, like I've done maps, and I can find places with just like regular paper maps. Heck, that's how I back when I lived in Pocatello, I delivered pizza, and I didn't have GPS on my phone. It was also back before GPS was on your phone. I had a map laid down on the seat next to me, and I could find, anywhere. It's like, here's your address. Okay, there you are on the map. Here's my route to get to you. Boom, there I go. It was very easy. I actually really missed that job. I would go home with $300 to $400 just in tips a night. It was a very nice business. I miss working there. It's a good job. It was minimum wage. The tips are what made it. I should have saved that money. I really should have. Kids, when you're making a job that you're pushing money away, make sure you save it for when the rainy days happen. Thankfully, I'm going to be driving truck soon, so I'll start making some money back. But, don't just spend all your money on weird things. Now, yes, I've got a lot of fun memories, because my brother and I went to a lot of Ren fairs, and we bought a lot of random equipment and sewing supplies and cloth, and I've got a lot of fun memories from that, a lot of fun memories. But make sure you save your money. So yeah, I'm used to staying up to around 1 or 2 a.m. to talk to all of them, because heck, Dave doesn't even wake up until about 4 o'clock is really early for him. So really 5 to 7 is when he wakes up, PM for me. Frank wakes up earlier, or Griff, whatever you want. Griff's his screen name, but I'm just used to calling him Frank. It's not like I'm going to say his last name, so you guys aren't going to, how many Franks are there? Heck, my grandfather's name is Frank, so that's a big cow. It's a statue of a cow, but I would try to show you guys, but there's a bunch of semis in the way, so I only got catch glimpses of it. This is a major artery, so there's a lot of semis always all over it. This has really become a rambling video, and I apologize for that, I guess. But it's an update. I apologize for my long-term absence. I really do. I hope to be getting new things out and about soon. I love the ruins of old buildings. I want to go like ghosting, where you go to creepy old places late at night and film for ghosts. I don't think I'd ever find a ghost on camera, but it's still fun. One thing is, you never freaking invite the ghost to do anything, because then you're gonna have ghosts following you home. Don't do that, stupid. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. I apologize for the long wait. I've got story videos popping up on Ben's channel still. I still got a problem with getting Beowulf out for some reason. Mostly that's because I'm trying to get my dad to have time to sing a portion of it in the Proto-German. So Beowulf is still on pause, but I've got Nibelungenlied, the story of the Mist People, the ring, the one ring to rule them all, one ring to rule the treasure. The story of Sigmund, basically. That one's coming out, and then I've got Men of Iron, and then I've got the CDL, the Commercial Driver's License Manual, for purposes of studying, that you can listen to, in case you too want to get your CDL manual. That's really it. I'm going to be getting back into doing things because it's nearing summer, and life's starting to settle down a little bit more. I was busy as heck with my back problem, my back healing from surgery, my finishing, because I got off of tramadol and gabapentin because those were screwing with my brain. Yeah, I need to do I'm gonna leave up my video on opiums, or on don't mess with our opium, but like I very much changed my opinion on opiums now that I am off of opium, and I don't like, I'm really mad at my doctor for having put me on opium. Yeah. I'm entering the city proper, so I'm going to need to start actually paying a lot more attention to what I'm doing, so I'm going to be talking a lot less. So anyways, thank you very much for listening to the video. Hope that this helps tell you how the update's going along. You all have yourself a merry and blessed day. Watch my brother's channel. He updates a lot quicker than I do, and he's got a lot more fun stories than I have. Have a lovely day.